Benfica have issued a statement denying reports that Gianluca Prestianni has admitted to using a racial insult to Vinicius Jr. during the first leg of their Champions League playoff. The club's statement reads, Benfica categorically denies that the player Prestianni has communicated to the squad or the club structure that he uttered a racist insult to the player Vinicius Jr. from Real Madrid. As he has already been made public, the player apologised to his teammates for the incident that occurred during the match against Real Madrid, regretting the dimension and consequences of it and assuring everyone, as he has done since the first hour, that he is not racist.
OK, let's return to that breaking news that we brought you right at the end of last hour. And Benfica's Gianluca Prestianni will not play against Real Madrid in the second leg of tonight's Champions League knockout at the Bernabeu. Our chief correspondent, Kaveh Solokul, is here. What can you tell us?
Well, look, some breaking news is surprising. Some breaking news is not surprising. This is really not surprising. Most people in football couldn't quite understand why Benfica were even trying to appeal this UEFA decision. The background to this, of course, is that last Tuesday, Real Madrid played Benfica in Lisbon, and there was an allegation made against Gianluca Prestianni, the Benfica winger, that he had racially abused Vinicius Jr. during the game. Now, he denied those allegations, but UEFA sprang into action really, really quickly. They appointed an inspector to investigate what had happened. He interviewed the players and he produced an interim report, which he handed to UEFA's disciplinary body at the beginning of this week. And in that report, he had recommended that while the investigation carries on, Prestianni should be banned for one game provisionally, which meant that he would not be able to play tonight's game against Real Madrid. He felt that on first impressions, there was enough evidence to suggest that Prestianni had broken UEFA's anti-discriminatory regulations. Now, Benfica, instead of accepting that, well within their rights, if they want to, they can appeal. But even though time was so limited before this game tomorrow night, on Monday, they announced that they were going to appeal, although they admitted that their chances of success was very, very small. Yesterday, Prestianni flew with the rest of the Benfica players to Madrid. Yesterday evening, he even trained with them at the Bernabeu. But today, just in the last few minutes, it has been confirmed that he will not be able to play this evening because he is suspended. That appeal by Benfica has failed.
It's crazy to hear other people saying, oh, well, he shouldn't celebrate the way he did. Are you telling me right now there's probably going to be a playbook of how black players should celebrate? Is that what you're telling me? Yeah. There should be a rule for that? Does it justify you to go into your deepest side and bring out a racism card and call him whatever you call him because he celebrated the way you don't like? A player to a player. And looking at the celebration, there was absolutely nothing wrong with it. All he did was go to the corner flank and have a little dance. He lost the game. You're now a coach of Benfica. And everybody, you're not coming out to speak for Benfica. You're not coming out to speak for Jose Mourinho. You're coming out to represent because you are the coach of a Portuguese club.
So you're representing a country.
You're representing a country. It's beyond what just happened. It's beyond the game that just happened. It was a societal thing. You should have come out and say, you know what? What I expected to hear from my old boss, from my gaffer. Yes, it's under investigation. But there is no place for racism. Yeah. There is no place for such thing. But let's wait until it's concluded. There is no place for that. So for him to come out and say, oh yeah, Vinicius Jr. shouldn't celebrate the way he did. Absolutely no. That was a clumsy comment from Jose Mourinho. And he will be the first. He knows. He will be the first to know, I have fucked up here. This is a clumsy statement. He's a smart guy. Very smart guy. He knows.
Why did he not apologize then?
I don't know the reason why he hasn't apologized, but I expect him to come out at some point and make a statement and say, you know what? Everybody, there's nobody who's played with Jose Mourinho that has a bad word to say about him, especially when it comes to racism. Especially. Zero. Absolute zero. I know him. I'm still in contact. I know the guy. So there is no place for that. He is the first. He will be the first to say, I fucked up. He was, it was after the game. There was emotions running high.
But you can't justify.
I didn't think about my statement. It doesn't justify what he said, but I didn't think about what I was going to say. He's an experienced manager. He knows. He's a smart guy. He knows what he should have said. And for me, I just think what the statement that he made is a massive, massive, huge mistake.